Welcome back to Crafting with Cotton. So I was recently in the Dollar Tree and they have a lot of their Christmas inventory in, and I saw these disco ornament balls, and immediately I was like, oh my gosh, these are so pretty and I can do some sort of like home decor with these. One of the first things that came to mind was to do a lamp. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is converting these into a beautiful lamp. And the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take off the top of the ornament piece. Most of these you can get off with just prying it off with your hand, and you don't need any additional tools like I did initially. Honestly, I just use my hand to pry them out. And then as you can see, I have my Jenga wood pieces. What I'm going to do with those is these are going to be a spacer in between the disco balls. So I'm just going to hot glue 4 of these together to create a square. And then from there, I am going to spray paint them so that they match the mirror color. So they're going to be spray painted silver. Now, I created 6 of these spacers in total, so 6 of these small squares. And I also picked up this wood box out of the craft section in the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take the wood box and these square spacers, and I'm going to spray paint them with this metallic chrome spray paint. Now with the spacers, honestly, I'm going to cover the sides. So I really only needed the tops of these spray painted. So, you can save on some of your paint by only painting what needs to be covered. And then for the wood box, I did spray the top and all 4 sides of the box. I gave this about 3 coats for the wooden box. And then for the spacers, I only did 2 coats of paint. Now I'm going to use some Now I'm going to use some contact paper that is chrome silver. And I'm going to go ahead and measure that out so that I can cover the spacers. Like I said, I'm going to cover the sides. This is adhesive, so it does stick. And then I'm going to also cut out a square for the top of the wooden box. Now, this is just an option. You can always cover your spacers with other materials like some bling wrap or beads or gems or anything, glitter, anything that you like. But I'm just showing you here what I decided to do. So I am not actually going to take the full backing off of this wrap because I want it to stay very structured, if you will. If I were to take it all off and press it into the wood pieces, you would see like the lines of the wood and the wood grain, that is, and where places aren't necessarily completely even and lined up, you would see that. So to avoid that and to give this a nice, clean, structured look, I'm going to only cut off the beginning and the ends so that the adhesive part sticks to the wood. And then once I'm ready to seal it right here at the end, I am going to pull back a little bit of the wrapping, and I'll cut that off so that the adhesive side is exposed and I can go ahead and seal that down. So I'm just going back and making sure everything is pulled nice and tight before I completely seal it. And that is what it looks like. That's beautiful. And then I'm going to cut out the square so I can cover the top of the wooden box. Now with the wooden box, I am going to go ahead and take the backing off and completely press it down. So you want to line this up, and then as you're taking the backing off, you want to, just like you would with like wallpaper or contact paper, you want to smooth this out as you're removing the back of it so that you can avoid any like air pockets and air bubbles in it. So this was easy enough and small enough to do with my hand, but if it was like a larger project, you can use like a credit card or gift card or something like that to smooth it flat. But as you can see, it is nice and flat. And so now we're back to our disco balls. So I'm just going to take out the remaining tops, and then I'm going to use this screwdriver to create a hole. Now for me, to make sure that the screwdriver was going straight in and in the direction that I wanted it to go in, I went halfway on either side. So on one side I went halfway, then I took it out, and then on the back side I went all the way through. And so from there, once we have a hole, this will make it easier for this wooden dowel to go straight through and go through the direction that I want it to go. So we're trying to make sure this goes through nice and evenly and comes out on both sides evenly. If it doesn't, just gently take it out and push it in through the opposite side until you get it all the way through. Because these balls are nothing but foam balls, so it should eventually go through. I'm giving this a pat to make sure that the styrofoam is out of the hole that we just created, and I'll show you what the hole will look like in 1 second. So this is what the hole looks like. As you can see, it's a nice size hole, and you want to go ahead and do this to all 5 of your disco balls. Yeah, I purchased 5 of them. So now let's go ahead and get this design assembled. So what I'm going to do is hot glue one of my spacers down to the wooden box with some hot glue. If hot glue worked very well here, but if you wanted a stronger hold, feel free to use like some E6000. Next, I'm going to take this wooden dowel and I'm going to secure it down to the wooden box. So here I am going to use some E6000 and then a dab of hot glue. And I'm going to hold that in place until it dries. As you can see, it's starting to lean. So whenever anything like that starts to happen, I just put globs and globs of hot glue around whatever the object is that I need to stand straight up and down. So and you won't see this, so it doesn't have to be perfect or pretty, because the disco balls will cover this area, so don't worry about it being exposed. So because it is globs of hot glue, you want to make sure you hold this in place until it's fully dry. Now that it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and finish assembling. So I'm going to alternate between adding my disco balls and my spacers to the project, and you want to make sure they're snug. So I keep pushing everything down till it's completely snug and not going anywhere. So as you can see, we still have disco balls and spacers to add, but the dowel is too short. So what I'm going to do is extend it by hot gluing another dowel on top. And then once that is dry, I'm going to go ahead and continue this pattern and design until I get everything on it. Now, I don't think I showed this in the video, but the dowel was the second one was a little too long. So I did take my handsaw and I sawed that down. And then I added a lampshade and a light, and it came out so pretty. It's a beautiful disco ball lamp. And I did intend to wrap the bottom of the wooden box with some bling wrap, but I'm gonna be honest, I got a little lazy, and I was ready to, be done with the project. So feel free to wrap that. It would be extremely stunning to wrap that base. But yeah, and so I'll show you in a second what it looks like with the light on. All right, so let's get ready for our next DIY project. So I saw these candle holders in the Dollar Tree, and I also saw these mirror candle holders, and I was like, oh my goodness, I could totally make a beautiful lamp out of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first remove the little flat pieces that protect the surface, because I need this to be completely flat. So I'm using some E6000 to adhere them to these black candle holders. So I grabbed 2 black candle holders and I grabbed 4 of the mirror candle holders. And so I'm going to use some hot glue and E6000 to adhere the mirrors to the black candle holder. And I'm going to do this on each side as well. Now you could stop at this step and use these as candle holders. That would be super pretty as well. So feel free, to do that, or do like a matching set where you have like a shorter version, which is this, or what we're doing today. So I'm going to use these wood blocks because, as you can see, this candle holder has a dip and I need to adhere the two together. And so to raise it up in the center, I'm going to add the wood block piece with a little bit of hot glue and E6000. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use E6000 and hot glue on the wood block as well as the edges to adhere them together. And I did allow this to dry for a full 24 hours, actually about 2 days. And so I'm going to use this glass plate that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a spray paint with some matte black paint. And this is going to be the base for this particular lamp. And now that the paint has dried, this is what that plate looks like. A nice matte black finish. And so the first way you can use this, once again, is as the candle holder. But of course, we doubled ours up, so it's a taller candle holder, which is so pretty. One thing you'll notice is that my mirrors are not completely lined up, and that was intentional because I wanted to add like some dimension and abstractness to this design. So I turned my top mirror so that it would not be directly lined up. So let me know your thoughts on that. So as you can see, I do have a small candle holder that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add that to the top of our design with some E6000. And the reason for that is because when I put the lampshade on it, I don't want the lampshade to completely cover up that top mirror. So this is going to add a little bit of height so that that lampshade can rest on it and not cover up the design. And then I'm going to use these push lights to add to the top of the lampshade. Now, these push lights do come with a remote, so I can just, change the dimness, turn them on and off with that remote. And this came out so beautiful. I absolutely love it. You cannot tell that it came from the Dollar Tree. It looks like something that might have come from, Wayfair, Pottery Barn, one of those types of stores. So let me know what you all think of this design option as well in the comments section. And I think both of these you'll be very, very, very impressed with. They don't take a lot of time and a lot of work, a lot of gluing, and a lot of waiting for things to dry. But these are definitely beginner friendly if you're just getting into DIY projects. But once again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, which option you like best, or if you like both or neither, and what changes you might make to your own personal design. As always, please give your girl a thumbs up if you like this video, and thanks for watching.